Hey geeks, it's Andrea, and I'm here with a special video for you guys today. We have teamed up with Slapped Ham to make a couple of collaborations for you guys. So when you get done watching this video, be sure to head over to their channel and watch the 15 most expensive games ever developed. If you're coming here from over there, welcome. We're glad to have you around. Alright geeks, let's go.
15.
Karate Ultravision release on Atari 2600. Kicking off our list is an Atari 2600 karate game that can fetch mind-boggling sums of money. This stick-figure brawler, designed by black belt Joseph Emilio, is widely considered to be one of the worst Atari 2600 games of all time. However, the original Ultravision release is a hot collector's item and has been known to sell for as high as $4,000 US. Later, a company called Froggo released a much more common edition of the game.
14.
Gauntlet for Atari 2600. If you have an extra $3,000 to $5,000 to spare, you could spend some time with Sir Robert Wittenbottom and run the Gauntlet of an ancient tribe. It may be a little hard to find though, no one has openly sold Gauntlet in over 10 years.
13.
The Music Machine for Atari 2600. Continuing on our journey of what seems to be mostly Atari games, The Music Machine by Sparrow was only available through religious bookstores, making this a very hard game to find. You play as two children who collect fruits of the spirit into a basket and listen to inspirational music while you make your way through the game. If this sounds fun to you, you might be able to get the cartridge itself for $500, but if you're looking for an unopened box, in 2009 a copy sold for as high as $5,250.
12.
English edition of King of Fighters 2000 for Neo Geo. If you want to play this Neo Geo fighting game, you could be forking out as much as $6,000. Only about 100 copies of this game are confirmed to be in existence, making this a prized possession to any collector.
11.
1990 Nintendo World Championships Grey cartridge for NES. In 1990, Nintendo hosted a tournament that toured across 29 cities in the United States. Players were pitted against each other over 3 days in a series of specialized minigames derived from Super Mario Bros., Red Racer, and Tetris. Special grey cartridges were used in the tournament and later given to the competitors. To most who own them, they are definitely a cherished addition to their collection. In December 2012, a grey cartridge sold on eBay for $8,300.
10.
Ultimate 11 Super Sidekicks 4 European release for Neo Geo. If you're looking for a really expensive football game, we've got one just for you. Or soccer if you're American like me. Due to being so hard to find, the European release of Super Sidekicks is rumored to have sold for as much as $10,000.
9.
Kizuna Encounter European release for Neo Geo. Released in 1996, this 2D fighter produced by SNK became one of the rarest video games ever. There is a common Japanese version, but it's the European Neo Geo PAL version that is highly sought after. Supposedly, only 5 sales have ever been witnessed. So if you somehow find one of those 5 people and convince them to let you purchase their copy, be prepared to offer a steep $13,500.
8.
Red Sea Crossing for Atari 2600. Another game where only 100 copies are known to have been produced. Even more rare than Kizuna, only 2 copies have been seen since release. The first appeared in a garage sale in 2007, and the second was purchased on eBay in September of 2012 for $14,000.
7.
Tetris for Mega Drive. This version of Tetris was actually never sold in stores. Nintendo owns the exclusive console rights to Tetris, meaning that the Mega Drive version was never actually released. With a story like that, how could a collector not want this game? There are around 10 known copies out in the world. The price tag for this super rare block ramming puzzler is as high as $16,000.
6.
Atlantis 2 for Atari 2600. This copy of Atlantis is actually not the original version, but rather a tournament version with some slight gameplay changes. This cartridge was only given to the top players in the Defend Atlantis competition. Only 4 people won copies and the identities were never released, making this a very hard find. Although the cartridge itself looks nearly identical to the original, this version will cost you $18,000.
5.
1991 Nintendo Campus Challenge for NES. Like the 1990 Nintendo World Championships, the 1991 Nintendo Campus Challenge was made solely for a tournament. These cartridges had the games Super Mario 3, Pinbot, and Dr. Mario on them. The plan was for all the cartridges to be destroyed after the event, but things don't always go as planned. In 2006, a cartridge was found at an ex-employee's garage sale. It has since been sold twice, the first time for $14,000, then resold for over $20,000.
4. 1990 Nintendo World Championships Gold Edition for NES.
We already spoke of a gray cartridge of the 1990 Nintendo World Championships, but there is an even more rare one out there. The Gold Edition was only given to 26 people, 1 winner and 25 runner-ups. If you are one of those lucky few, you could make an easy $21,000 by selling your copy today.
3.
Air raid for Atari 2600. It's not every day you get your hands on a game with only 12 copies ever made, but if you're lucky enough to find yourself in possession of this unique blue cartridge, you can make some serious bank. Because of the rarity of it, the cost has gone up over the last 12 years of sales. Although it used to sell for as little as $3,400, the latest copy has been sold for a whopping $34,000 US.
2.
Birthday Mania for Atari 2600. If you want to spend an absurd amount of money on a game where you blow out pixelated candles, boy do we have the game for you. It could potentially cost you as much as $35,000, but hey, it's your birthday.
1.
Gamma Attack for Atari 2600. If you thought only 12 copies of a game was rare, how about only 1? Yes, you heard that right, there is only 1 copy of Gamma Attack known to exist. Currently it's in the hands of one collector after purchasing it on eBay. With the changes in the market since the game was purchased, it's easy to estimate the value of Gamma Attack to be between $20,000 and $50,000 US.
Alright geeks, that's going to do it for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We want to give a special thanks to Slapped Ham for joining us. His channel is great, so check it out. While you're there, be sure to give him a sub and give us a sub while you're at it. And follow us on Twitter to hang out and for more information on future videos. Alright geeks, see you next time.